Hey guys, it's Josie. Welcome back to Cedar Creek Homestead. Well, on the menu today, on the plan, was to give you guys a garden update. Walk out through and show you all of the beautiful things that are finally starting to put some produce on. I'm getting a few tomatoes are starting to blush. I'm getting squash, yellow squash and lemon squash. No zucchini yet. And I picked my first handful of okra this morning. The Clemson spineless and the burgundy okra. Just a few, but it's a good sign. The peppers are coming on. I picked those Saturdays. I have little tiny watermelons on all of my watermelon plants. Didn't get a pumpkin one come up. That's what all that black space is back there behind the watermelons. And there's a reason why I'm not walking out through the garden with you guys today, showing you everything close up. And this is why. Out here at the edge of the garden where there's weeds, you can see all of this water. And no, we didn't get a big rain and flood everything out. There is a water break somewhere along this line, and it's with the water that goes to Howie's parents' house. And evidently there's a break, and it's running right under and coming through my garden, and it's flooded all of this way. You can't even walk on this black ground cover because it is just soupy water. And so today I'm just admiring it from afar. I was able to get in on some of the rows that weren't quite as wet. About half of the garden is extremely wet, and I just kind of had to reach as far as I could and pick stuff. And the cow lot is all full of water as well. And actually what even caught my attention this morning when I was coming out to the garden and happened to look towards the cow lot and thought that I saw water running. And I thought, uh-oh, I left the water on. And then I got into a panic thinking, when was the last time I turned it on and how long has it been running? But thankfully, I didn't do it. It's a break, and the city's going to have to come out. Even though we live in a rural area, the city water comes out here, and so the city will be coming and seeing if they can locate the break. It is a long water line from the main to runs through my property and goes down to Tex and Terry's house, and somewhere along the line there is a break, and so we've got to get that fixed. That supplies water to their house, plus it supplies water to fill the water tanks, the stock tanks, and to water the garden and all the stuff up here. Now in the future we're hoping to get frost-free hydrants that runs off of my water, and that'll kind of help Tex and Terry getting my water usage off of their line. But anyway, it is just really soupy, and not because of the rain. However, we do have a 40% chance of rain and thunderstorms today. Tomorrow is a 60% chance, and then we have a big chance on Wednesday. Local downpours, they say, and could be some downburst of wind. Hopefully we don't get that, because it's going to be a mess if the water department has to do anything major. So this is the state of my garden. It's looking pretty. It's looking really pretty, but it's got too much water right now, and I can't get to my stuff. I sink up. This is just, you can see that over here by these weeds, it's just standing water, and it runs all the way down to the end of my garden into the the cow lot and out into the pasture. So we've got a mess, and that's just something that you deal with in life. It's Monday, right? And we'll be okay. This is just another idea here of if you try to take a step, your foot goes way down in the mud and the hole fills with water. So it's just impossible right now to I'll just pull this back. You can see it's just full of water and mud, and so we'll have to let this dry and see what happens. So there you have it, guys. A major water leak that just happens to go through the middle of my garden. They've been here. I'm not really sure what all they've done. I haven't got to talk to Tex yet, But hopefully it's fixed, and if between all of that flooding with that, they got about half of my garden, really a whole patch of weeds, and probably my squash and some of my beans are super saturated. Some of the other rows have gotten a really good soaking, but they're not standing in water. So I'm hoping I don't lose my squash, or the beans. We've got 2 or 3 days of rain coming, starting this evening. It has clouded up and thundered and carried on and didn't do anything. So we're hoping that here in a little while we'll definitely get some rain. Early in the morning it's supposed to rain, and we have a bigger chance, 60% chance tomorrow, rain on Wednesday as well, and then on Sunday. So there are some opportunities for rain, depending on how much we get combined with the water that flooded the garden. I don't know how long it'll be before I can really get out there and do a whole lot, because you really sink down in that mud. It's just really wet and really saturated. So anyway, it'll be all right. But that's one reason why we counsel everybody, those of us that have done this for a while, to not put all your eggs in one basket. Have backups to your backups. Yes, it's important to garden and to have that, but also if you see grocery store deals or you see deals at the farmer's market, take advantage of those as well, and try to prep beyond your harvest, because you just never know, whether it's a water line break or a flood or a drought or whatever the case may be. There's always something that could happen, and we need to be good stewards. Look well to the ways of our household. So until next time, guys, this is Josie. I love you guys, I really do. Crazy Monday, I know. When it rains, it pours. Sometimes more trouble rains than actual rain, but hopefully we'll get enough of that before long too. So anyway, guys, look well to the ways of your household. Be good to one another. Love the Lord. And until next time, we're gone.